Milk is the most important food. Milk and milk products, such as yogurt and cheese, are sources of protein, vitamins, and minerals, especially calcium. Everyone, children, women, and men, need calcium-rich food all our lives.
One of the most important foods for us is milk. Notice I said food, not drink. Everyone needs milk all our lives to maintain good health and help prevent diseases like osteoporosis. Women and girls especially need the calcium. There's the same strong protein as meat, but it doesn't have the iron that meat has. All milk has been pasteurized. Pasteurized means that it has been processed so that any harmful bacteria has been removed, but it does not change the taste. It does not sterilize it. It's pasteurized. All milk is homogenized, even though this is the only carton that it says it on it. Homogenized means the cream will not separate out. The cream is called MF, which means milk fat. This particular container has 3.25% milk fat. When they skim off some of the cream, we get 2% milk, we can get 1% milk, and we can get skim milk, which has no milk fat in it at all. Buttermilk is a product that is made from 1% butter fat, but it is a cultured milk. It's like yogurt and cheese. So those nice bacteria that are still in this milk is cultured to give us a nice product, and that's where we get yogurt, buttermilk, and cheese from the milk. When you look at a larger container of milk, like this, packaged larger, check the price. You will find 18 cents in this way, 15 cents per 100 milliliters in this one. We can buy milk less expensively than in the carton, so let's go to the bagged in plastic milk. Here we have the same selection. We have Homo milk, we have skim milk, we have 2% milk, we have 1% milk. If we look at the prices up top, we will find that the Homo milk is a little more expensive at $3.79. But you'll find that the skim milk, the 1% and the 2% are the same price. The milk that we should buy here is Homo milk, but just for the child who is 3 years and under. They need the fat in their milk. So everybody else in the family is should be actually using skim milk, 1%, 2%, but any child 3 years and under use Homo. There is another less expensive way even yet to buy milk for the family, and it's in this form. It's called skim milk powder. It is not an imitation. It is the milk solid part of the milk. The water's been taken out, the cream has been taken out, and we're left with the minerals, the calcium, the protein, all the good things that are in the milk are in this bag. Let's have a look at prices though. Compare between the different brands. We use our store labels, 68 cents. All the numbers to the right of the decimal are cents. 68 cents for 100 gram, 73 cents for 100 gram. And up at Carnation, which used to be in a box, $1.19, almost 20 cents, $1.20 per 100 gram. So we come back to this particular product, which is the best buy for us. It makes 25 liters, and to serve your family, you would be buying probably one of these bags per person for a month, and that would give your family the quantity of milk that they need to have a healthy diet. Milk is a food, not a drink. However, we do drink the food. Here's the three parts of the milk though, and this is the very best and least expensive way that you can feed your family and make sure they get lots of the food, milk, into them. Milk is made up of water, and that's what makes it liquid. Milk is made up of cream, and that becomes butter. Milk then is left with the milk solids, and this is the place where all the nutrients are in it. The calcium that everybody needs so very much, especially women and children for osteoporosis and so on. It can be used in baking, but we're going to look at how we can make it tasty so that we can use it as a drink, because this only costs about 15 to 16 cents a glass of milk versus 20, 25 cents, 49 cents, and so on, and by buying it in the other ways. So let's make it do it just the very best way that we can. First of all, get a container and know the size of it. This is a 2-liter container. Fill it with good cold water. If you haven't got cold water out of your tap, then put some cold water into the fridge and use it from there. But do have cold water, it's critical for the taste. So fill your container to the 2-liter mark, or the liter mark, whatever your container measures. Then remember the proportions. It takes 1/4 of a cup of milk solids for every cup you're going to use. Now there's 8 cups of water in there. 2 liters makes 8 cups. So we're going to need 2 cups of milk powder and a little bit more. So I use my 1 cup measure, and I'm going to this time scoop it, and there's the little bit more. There's 1 cup, sprinkle it over top. The 2nd cup, sprinkle it over top. The slower you sprinkle it in, it will just slowly dissolve and sink to the bottom itself. If you get too impatient and try to stir too soon, it'll get lumpy on you, and then you end up stirring more than taking more time than what you would have if you just waited for it to dissolve by itself. The critical thing about milk is to make sure that this is done ahead of time and that it's served cold. Those are the 2 key things in making tasty milk. A lot of people don't like to use this reconstituted milk. They don't like the taste, is what they'll say. It's because they haven't let the taste develop. It dissolves, yes, and the package says it dissolves instantly. Yes, it does, fairly instantly. However, the taste takes a long time to mellow and come out. So we need at least 8 hours or 12 hours before we use it to drink. We can use this for baking at this stage or any other purpose, but not for drinking. You want to give it the 8 hours or 12 hours in the refrigerator so that it's nice and cold and the flavor has fully developed. If you want to, this is a great tool if you happen to have one, and the lumps will disappear a little faster if they happen to be any. There we are. Now, put this in the fridge, and tomorrow morning we've got nice, fresh, cold milk.